Hey, hi, hello. It's the Jesse LaSala Show. Episode 29. February 10th, 2021. Start off with some broken news. The Super Bowl occurred. Spoiler alert, in case you're waiting to watch it later on in the week.
I was working. I had to catch it later. Don't tell me. No spoilers.
The Buccaneers, in fact, they took this one. Tom Brady, in fact, won his 7th Super Bowl. At this point, it's a little gratuitous. What the hell? Who are you, sir? An actual alien? Is it possible that you're getting younger as you age? Kill yourself, sir. I'm joined today, once again, by Miss Maddy Altamirano. Maddy, how say you?
Glad to be back. Have a lot to discuss.
Well,
Post game.
You hit on both of your Super Bowl prop bets, so I figured that was good enough to have you on.
I said, Jesse, I don't like to gamble. I don't want to bet. He was like, come on. Just do like 2 or 3. And I did 2. No, I did. Did I say 3?
You did 2.
I did 2.
And I think you don't like to gamble because you don't like to be wrong. Ever.
Yes, that is correct.
And what were your 2 bets?
Brady's no freak out. Was that one of them?
Yeah, no tantrum.
The no tantrum. I didn't think he was going to have a tantrum.
Which could have happened
Okay.
if you count him chirping back and forth with Tyrann Mathieu. But
I feel like a tantrum is like more of just like, I don't know, like crying or yelling at your team.
Yeah, I think it was the teammate thing they were looking for.
And the second was the color of the Gatorade dumped on the coach.
Which they didn't show.
They didn't show it.
They just showed him all
That's
wet.
Shady.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Let's get this fucker out of here. This little cat. Bosco. Finissimo. So yeah, the Buccaneers won. I mean, just to hurry up and get this out of the way, Gronkowski shined. 6 catches, 2 touchdowns. Tyrann Mathieu and Brady started chirping at each other. The Chiefs did not score a touchdown the entire game. I won 8 out of my 9 bets. There was a streaker. And this is another thing they didn't show. There was a streaker in like a unitard brawl situation.
Yeah, like they were supposed to show that on Nickelodeon.
I mean, hello? He had his ass out at some point. He was juking people. And he got tackled at the 1-yard line. Interesting. LaShawn McCoy is the first player to play in back-to-back Super Bowls and get wins, and he didn't play 1 snap either Super Bowl.
Does that even count?
I mean, the guy had an amazing career for about 5 to 6 years where he was like, 1,000-yard rusher. He was amazing. He was an amazing running back, but now he's just like, he might as well just be a coach on the sideline. Didn't enter the game once for the Kansas City Super Bowl win last year or the Tampa Bay Super Bowl this year. He just has some fantastic luck and 2 Super Bowl rings.
Good for him. Stack your rings.
So a lot of people are saying that Tampa Brady got a lot of favorable calls by the refs. Yes and yes.
Why is that even a surprise? This is what I hate about football and Tom Brady specifically. I just like I don't there's always just something not right to me.
Well, what is it about tall, good-looking people? They always get the benefit of the doubt,
Well,
like
Tom
us.
Brady has a weird smile. I said it. It's creepy. It's like like the the fake Arnold Schwarzenegger when he went to Mars and his head blew up.
I'm
Like
sorry.
that's what he looks
What?
like. That's exactly what he looks like.
What movie is this?
Total Recall.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Interesting.
Sorry.
So yeah, look, fuck both of these teams, but at least the Buccaneers made me some money. And yeah, what else about this? Oh, the halftime show with this trash ass, corny fuckboy music, like dated '80s pop synth.
Which is my favorite genre to listen to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It sounds like a disco broke out at a fucking morgue. And you're down with that.
All right. Yeah.
Anyway, this fuck the weekend spent $7 million of his own money to make it what he envisioned as an artist. Also, didn't get paid for the performance. That to me makes it even worse because it was so fucking terrible and hard to watch. Also, can't think of any other things that could use $7 million. I don't know, like homeless population, the water in Detroit, or whatever your hometown is. Weekend couldn't put it towards a better thing other than dressing up a bunch of dancers in red suits and fucking tampons all over their face,
Whoa, excuse you,
maxi
sir.
pads, and fucking eyeliner. Get the fuck. That was the most masks anyone's ever worn in Florida since the pandemic started. Was at that Super Bowl because of you, sir.
Well, that's good. That's a positive.
They were all performers.
Okay. They had to be safe.
Disgusting. No one liked it except for apparently you and my sister, who's a fucking retard.
I enjoy the theatrics.
Yeah. Well, the music was fucking horrible. And I hope he dies. To be honest, I really hope he goes out in a fiery plane crash and his parents also get shot in like a home invasion robbery.
I don't co-sign.
The commercials were pretty bad. Lackluster, I would say.
Yes, because you were telling me as we were watching my stories today, you were like, oh, like Super Bowl commercials should just be played during the Super Bowl, and you were referring to a commercial that was playing, and I was like, I don't even remember this.
Right, that was the Wayne's World with Cardi B.
I don't recall. I really don't recall any commercials. This was a very boring Super Bowl. I'm just gonna say that now. I'm sure people feel that way.
It was entertaining for like the first, I would say, 30 minutes of actual time. And then it was just like, all right. Like at halftime, the Chiefs always come back. So there was that mysterious element. But, I mean, look, the whole reason I put money on the Bucs is because I didn't think the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line would hold up. And they didn't. And there was a stat. Okay. Patrick Mahomes ran the equivalent of 500 yards while trying to escape all the sacks and pressure. That's the most ever. So basically, you saw him running around like, oh my God, they're coming after me. And he was like, he's diving sideways, parallel to the ground, throwing. It was insane. And Hey, the Bucs were the better team. It wasn't about Tom Brady, by the way. Everybody wants to lodge their mouth directly on his balls, but it was actually Todd
No.
Bowles, the defensive coordinator for the Buccaneers, that won this game for the 100th time. Like, it's not about Brady. I would say like 3 of his Super Bowls that he's won were about him. The other 4, possibly 5, one could go either way, was about his defense.
He's the star. He's the main
Yeah. Malcolm Butler doesn't jump that route against the Seahawks. That's an L. We could go on and on. Bottom line is, the dude is getting way too much ball rubbing this week, and I'm not here for it. So anyway, back to the commercials. The Paramount Plus new streaming service, that was okay. There was a Beavis and Butthead sighting, and somehow they were able to pass FCC guidelines and giggle at the word crack. That was funny.
Yeah. I guess so. I don't remember, but yeah.
Yeah, you were hammered the entire time.
Oh, I was wasted.
There was a Rodgers and Mahomes State Farm commercial, and there was Paul Rudd in there. They were talking about like stand-ins, and Jake from State Farm is like, I don't have a stand-in, and all of a sudden, it's Drake from State Farm. That was kind of funny.
Okay, I remember that one because I remember saying, wow, what is up with Drake's hair?
He has
and
a heart.
I didn't like it. I did
He had
not
a heart
like it.
carved into his upper brow there. I mean, I hate Drake almost as much as I hate The Weeknd, but it was kind of funny.
Do you have a thing against Canadians?
Are they both Canadian?
Yeah.
Wow, Canadian black people, step your game up, man. I'd love to love you, but both of y'all suck. Y'all are terrible. Wow. But that was a good commercial. I mean, Rodgers was in it, and his stand-in was the cheesehead guy, the Rodgers guy. It was good times. I just like the play on words, Drake from State Farm. That's funny. And then he, like, chews the apple right as Jake is trying to do his, like a good neighbor.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good. All right.
Okay, so you like the Drake.
No, I liked that commercial. I think Drake should also die in a fiery plane crash, which, by the way, would be his own plane. That would go down.
Wait. I have seen a picture of this plane. It's kind of cool, but also I feel like it's a little dangerous in the sky.
Also,
isn't it like just like clouds?
Also, I feel like it's a 747 that should seat like, I don't know, 200 people, and like maybe 12 people are on the plane. It's a little gratuitous. Yes or yes? The Jason Alexander Tide commercial.
Okay, I remember that one.
Is a sneaky one because,
creepy.
Believe it or not, George isn't at home, but please leave a message at the beep. Yeah. Nobody gets that who isn't a Seinfeld fan. To them, they're just like, who the fuck is this guy? Oh, I think he was on that show that my dad watched back in the day. And why are they playing this song? Because then they actually played the real song, walking on...
Right.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. Is that...
I think that's the lyric.
Yeah. The worst commercials. Oh boy. Amy Schumer for the mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying she would do a commercial for mayonnaise.
Bitch, you are a jar of mayonnaise.
Whoa.
No, I was talking to you.
Oh.
No.
Okay, I love mayonnaise. I will just say that loud and proud.
I love mayonnaise too, and I feel like this is a disservice to mayonnaise because Amy Schumer is not funny, not attractive, and she's everywhere. just like mayonnaise.
Is she everywhere? I feel like this is the first time I saw her. Like, I haven't seen her. Is she really everywhere? You're just a hater.
I think I just don't like people who get a lot of attention that have no discernible talents or pull. You know what I'm saying? Like, Amy Schumer's irrelevant, and yet she's in a mayonnaise commercial. Mayonnaise is better than Amy Schumer. I said it. The other terrible commercial, Bruce Springsteen for Jeep trying to carry on his legacy of being a blowhard and calling for unity. It's all about blue or red, and I know we're on different sides, but there's a place in fucking Nebraska where the church is always open, and we can come together. And then the motherfucker gets pulled for a DWI in Jersey Shore, and now all those commercials are off. Do better, Bruce Springsteen. You suck, bro.
Hey, he's from New Jersey.
I'm just a good old boy singing about my teenage lust.
Wait, was
Come on!
Was that the commercial where it was just like him making a speech, and then at the end it was just like Jeep?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was a lot of like footage. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was terrible. And he's not from wherever the fuck. I said Nebraska, but I think it was like Wyoming. Nah, not Wyoming.
He's a Jersey boy.
It was some Midwestern city that he was like driving through the snow in a Jeep. And the motherfucker's from Jersey. Yeah. Fuck you, Springsteen. But the absolute worst commercial. Drum roll, please. Brrr. Stephen Colbert smacking in silence on some fucking wings. And he's dipping it in the sauce and everything. First of all, your ears get sort of like attuned to, you know, all this noise that's coming at you from the television. You have the television all raised up because you're watching everything. You're tuned in. And then the stark silence. You hear it right now? Yes. So the stark silence of this goofy ass man eating. He wasn't even smacking. He was just chewing and dipping.
I think it was supposed to be like a play on ASMR.
Excuse me?
ASMR.
The disease that I have?
No, it's like, like where people like do things, but all you hear is like what they're doing. Like either eating something or cutting something or unwrapping something.
Yeah.
That's a very like high def sound.
Yeah. Well,
Sony stereo sound.
It was revolting, offensive. I felt attacked.
Yeah, you were like a little squirmy about it. You were just like not happy.
There's a real disease for people who have such great hearing, and I'm deaf in one ear, but I can still hear that fucking. It's disgusting. Terrible idea. Whoever came up with that should be shot, and I hope their family goes down in a commercial flight.
All right, and enough with the plane talk.
No, I have one more.
Okay.
No, not with the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
We're moving on from the Super Bowl. Yeah, so blah, blah, blah. The Buccaneers won. Great. Awesome. You'll be irrelevant starting next year. I hate to tell you. I know y'all think you did something there. Great. Cool. Fun little time in Tampa. But it's gone now. All your assistant head coaches are going to get other jobs elsewhere. All of your free agents are going to go to other teams. Tom Brady somehow is going to, I don't know, not get injured, but he's just going to fall off. And yeah, Tampa Bay, cool times, fun stuff, but bye. Moving on. There's this Gorilla Glue chick. Who put Gorilla Glue, if you don't know what that is, remember Crazy Glue or what's the other one? I think it's just Crazy Glue.
Yeah.
So Gorilla Glue, I mean, you could glue your hand to a table and you would have to get surgery to get your hand off if you left it there long enough. This bitch put it on her hair.
Yeah, a spray. Glue spray.
Okay, so I'm not black.
It has nothing to do with being black.
I'm not a female. I'm not an idiot. I'm not a retard. How did this happen? Explain to me.
Well, I saw the video, I think, on TikTok, and she said that she had run out of her regular hairspray and saw the Gorilla spray and just put it on her head.
R-worded? What's the diagnosis here?
I wouldn't say R-worded. I think she just didn't know what Gorilla Glue was and did not take the time to read the warnings on the bottle. So, yeah. Feel bad for her. I actually have seen a couple posts about how people say that she should sue Gorilla Glue, like, that woman that did with McDonald's about the warning on the coffee. But I feel like it's totally different.
Yeah, no, you can't sue for being a fucking retarded person and putting Gorilla Glue in your hair. Again, like, if I were to Gorilla Glue my penis to my leg, I could not then call the makers of Gorilla Glue and be like, hey, what happened? All of a sudden my dick is glued to my leg, I can't get it off? Y'all must pay.
Well, yeah, no, I agree. I think she's trying to get the proper help. I think some people are reaching out to her to help her.
She should be helped into a mental ward. The fuck is wrong with you, miss? And I saw the video too. She looked a little retarded.
I don't trust you, but alright.
Let's talk about the Trump trial that's underway. Motherfucker won't testify. You know why? He's out of material. Like, he's good enough to do maybe like a 4-minute set. Like, if he was a stand-up comic, he's good for like 4 minutes. And then, like, he's hoping they shine the light so he can get off stage. This motherfucker can't withstand a whole day in court. He's got to have his nap. He's got to have his McDonald's.
That cheeseburger.
He's got to fuck some intern and who knows what else. His upper pills, his downer pills, his concoction of lies. And look, the dude isn't fit for trial.
Yes, that's why he should be on trial. I need to see it.
Go to Mar-a-Lago and, is it Mar-a-Lago? Mar-a-Lago.
Mary Lagos.
Go write some new material, sir. Your set sucks. So what, you've been following this more than me. What's going to happen to him?
Well, no, I'm sorry to break it to you. I haven't been, but today I did turn on MSNBC and I was watching the impeachment trials at the Senate, and it was very interesting. There's some new footage that we haven't seen before, and a lot of diagrams of where these footage were taken.
Right.
And it was very interesting to see, and kind of like reliving it over, because obviously everybody was, when that happened, that insurrection happened, everybody was like glued to the TV. So like kind of like hearing back and watching these videos and their diagrams of where these videos were taking place and what time and where were certain people at that time. It was very interesting to watch. A little scary, to be honest.
Yeah, I think the footage we were seeing as it was happening live obviously wasn't nearly as bad as what was actually going on. And I mean, there were accounts of people calling their loved ones, like saying, "I love you. This may be it." Like,
yeah, and now we have footage from inside the Capitol. Obviously, there's cameras like pretty much all over the place, so now you can see exactly what was going on. It's very, I don't know. I'm hooked.
yeah,
I'm hooked
well,
on this.
I mean, I want the guy to die in a fiery plane crash. Let's just keep that narrative going. But I know that Trump.
If anybody, it should be that guy. If anyone.
Oh my God! It should be Amy Schumer.
No.
Tom Brady.
It doesn't need to be.
The Weeknd, Drake,
Only
and Donald Trump all in a plane together, and it goes down.
I feel like Brady and Trump, yes, that could happen.
They're just taking turns blowing each other. Oh, you're the best president. Oh, you're the best quarterback. Oh. Plane crash. So, moving on, let's see. I'm starting to second think this whole COVID thing. I don't think it's real. How say you? Is that just from living in Louisiana, or yeah?
Well, as we know, COVID is still alive and well in Louisiana. And it makes me concerned, because, we need to go out and get things and run errands, and, nobody seems to care anymore. Maybe they just, forgot.
Well, it's a
like
pain
New
in the
Year,
ass.
new me. What
Yeah,
happened?
New Year.
Huh?
Oh, it's January. It's February. It's March.
No, it's the new year. COVID's over. What are you talking about? It's 2021. That was 2020.
Yeah. Well, prayers up to everyone in the hospital for COVID, and I know it only kills point whatever % of people, but you should probably care a little bit about at least putting it on when you walk into an indoor facility like a gas station or a supermarket. It's really the least you could do. I'm all for not wearing one outdoors, unless you're barking into someone's mouth or coughing. Here's my thing that I think could change the game if they actually find out that asymptomatic people don't actually spread it, or their viral load is nothing near what we thought it once was. Now, that's not me saying don't follow health procedures. That's me saying, I don't know.
This is what, okay. I really don't care about the people with antibodies and whatnot. Because I feel like they can still spread it.
Yeah, I think it's all about uh, the viral load and the amount of time you spend around. Like I feel like I've been exposed to people with COVID, may have had COVID, and because of how little I was around them, I didn't get it or I didn't spread it. We went camping the other week, not camping, but we went to a campsite and it was outdoors.
It was an outdoor campsite. I got bit by like 10 mosquitoes.
Yeah, you
and
may have
peed in the
gotten
woods.
you got malaria, not COVID.
Can mosquitoes pass COVID?
Can mosquitoes pass AIDS? Interesting.
That's what I used to think. I used to think that as a kid. I'm not really sure what the answer is.
I think that is absolutely possible.
Okay.
So, again, we're managing risk every day. So, we walk to the Chevron to get beer and whatever else. There's a very busy intersection. We saw a wreck happen the other day. And I'm not equating COVID to a car accident or getting hit by a car. I'm just saying managing risk is kind of what we do as human beings. So to be irresponsible about COVID, I understand that is terrible. Obviously, large crowds and taking unnecessary risks.
Right. Like, we're not going to a bar.
We're not going to a bar and drinking and being crazy and coughing.
We're not going to a comedy show.
We're not going to concerts. But outside, I'm sorry, but the Earth's atmosphere seems to be a little more powerful than the COVID cough.
Look, I love this age of COVID right now because, like, even like being outside, even being at that camp, just like that night, not like a lot of like close, when you're talking with people, you're in like a little circle. I don't know about you, but I was trying to stay up a little bit apart.
Yeah, we were all like kind of standing like as if we were on a football field. Just sort of like.
And I love that because I hate being close to people.
Yeah, and there was like a fire going. There were dogs. We're playing frisbee. It's not like we're in a fucking, funeral home where you should probably be wearing a mask. That's just throwing it out there. Funeral homes are some of the smallest places. Like, what is smaller than...
Small and stagnant.
Yes. What is smaller than my bedroom in a funeral home?
The gas station?
Yeah, the gas station, probably. In which people still go in without a mask. I did it yesterday. And you know what I did?
And I yelled, and I screamed, and I sprayed lice on you.
I pulled up my hoodie over my face. And I was in there for maybe, I would say...
When did you realize?
Oh, I was already like about to cross the street to get to the gas station. I was like, oh my Jesus, I don't have my mask.
Oh my Lanza, my mask.
But here's the thing. People go in there without a mask all the time.
I know.
And the average time of people being inside of that gas station is, I would say, 47 seconds.
Right. So that's good. That's great. Because there's like a quick turnaround.
Yeah, you grab whatever you got, you go to the counter, you pay, you're out.
Let's not browse at the gas station anymore. Let's just go in with a plan. Get your things.
Well, again, it was the first time I've ever entered an establishment without a mask since this whole mess started. And even then, I put my fucking...
And did you feel very uncomfortable?
No, you want to know why? The guy at the counter didn't even have a mask on. So who the fuck cares? Who the fuck really even cares? It's all about the amount of time that you're sharing with the infected. Okay? If you walk past someone who is in fact infected with COVID, you're not going to get it. You could lick their face and not get it. I am a scientist. My name is Jesse LaSala. Thanks for listening to the Jesse LaSala Show. Go fuck yourself. I hate everyone that I mentioned earlier. Drake, The Weeknd, who else? Well, fuck it. Amy Schumer, Bruce Springsteen, Trump. Larry Flint died, so he can't die in this plane crash, but, let's see. Marilyn Manson, you're a creep.
Ooh, bad.
Ron Jeremy, fuck yourself. And the Texas attorney who used the kitten filter during his Zoom call, you may live, sir.
I love that guy. I hate the other guy, the other lawyer that was laughing, who looked like an idiot himself. Without a filter.
Until next time, don't die!